So, hate to see you go, of course, especially when people who are doing well and then life gets in the way. But I understand. So, for the final one, kind of wrap things up in a neat little bow. So, what we're focusing on this week, anyway, scales, what we've been doing. So, the major scale is the C major scale because it's all natural notes C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. The C is in parentheses because we're going to turn those into chords. We don't need two C's. The chord formula is root, third, and fifth because those are the notes that sound best together. And then when they put those together, they became C, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, and B diminished. Then the number system was created, the 1, 4, 5 being the majors. Now, songs are based on 1, 4, 5 chord progressions because major is happy, minor is sad. We'd all rather be happy. Pretty simple. When you flip to a minor key, the 1, 4, 5 simply becomes the minor. The 2 and the 7 switch places because of the scale degree changing from major to minor, from where the whole steps and the half steps are. So the second in a minor key is the diminished, and the seventh becomes a major. The 3 and the 6 then become major. So it would be C minor, D diminished, E major, F minor, G minor, A major, and B major if you went to the C minor. Now, also in the minor, we have sharps and flats that I did not talk about now because I don't want to. So that takes to a whole nother level of let's not do that. Okay. So the most important aspect here is the numbers. Now, the numeral system 1, 4, 5 is designed to make everything easier, especially in a band situation. Sorry, I moved and I didn't mean to. There we go. Okay. The 4, you're playing in C. Your 4 is F. Now you have 2 more guitar players. Do you want to look at them as they're capoed up the neck and go D and A? Or do you want to yell out 4 and everybody understands? Because in there, where they're capoed, they're playing as if they're in the key of A, where the D would be the 4. And whatever I said, they're capoed someplace else, and their 4 is different. That's the whole concept of the capoing. And is this on? Great. So that when you're playing with other guitar players, other guitar player is capoed at 5 and playing in G. Still playing a straightforward 1, 4, 5 chord progression. That's technically C, F, G. But you don't want to have to look at them and remember, play a D, play a G. No, you just want to say go to the 5 chord. Everybody goes to 5. And then everybody understands where that is. So, for instance, if I'm here, I'm now playing an A. So instead of going D, E, G, everybody go to the 5. My 5 is an E. His 5 is a G. Oh boy, of course that happened. His 5 is a D. It's all the same chord though. It's all still the same chord. But you think of things relative to the capo. You wouldn't put the capo on at 7th fret and play Here Comes the Sun and say, start on A and then go to D. When you're actually going, that's technically an A chord. But who's going to think that? No. Capo on D, G. And that is sort of everything else that we've been talking about. And that's the whole concept from the scales to the chords to the numbers. Now, on the guitar, of course, scales are patterns. So one pattern, move up and down the neck. G minor, A minor, B minor, etc., up and down the neck. And that's scales. So you want to be recognizing movable patterns. There's 5 patterns. Those 5 patterns grow into about 210 scale combinations up and down the neck with octaves. Right? You can play a G in 2 octaves. You can't play every key in 2 octaves. Every pattern. So, last part is remember, study your minor scales only, and then study your relative keys. So, C major, you play out of the relative A minor. G major, E minor. D major, B minor. A major, F sharp minor. E major, C sharp minor. Hope to see you back. And just keep on playing. And remember, we can do one-offs. If you call up and say, hey, look, in 2 or 3 weeks or whatever down the road, I've got some time and I could use some help, you just contact her, book a lesson, and we can go like that, do one-offs. Have a great day. Thank you.